And welcome to another Watch with Us.
Yay.
You know,
Yay.
I texted you last night. I think after we're done with this, I think we should do the Ripper slasher season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be really good. I think you and I would really, I think you would enjoy it. And
Okay.
I think that it's only like, well, I don't know how many episodes are going to be, but well, we also have something ahead of that anyhow. We have those movies from different countries before to
Yeah.
handle anyhow.
Yeah,
But
I'm down.
yeah, I was thinking
Do
about
it.
that. And, I mean, we wanted to go like old school, do Penny Dreadful, but
Which I still have not seen.
so good.
I know
Penny Dreadful.
everybody tells me all the time how good it is, and I just haven't.
Well, and that's what this kind of reminds me of a little bit. It reminds me of
Yeah?
it's the same time period. Yeah, because except Penny Dreadful is set in. So yeah, it's slasher, colon Ripper, and and I remember watching the first season of this when it was on like regular television, if I remember correctly. But it was just called Slasher, and each season is a different serial killer, like made up serial killer.
Okay.
And so this one is this like they call her the widow, and yeah, Eric McCormick plays a big fucking scumbag in this. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, super scumbag. Also, I noticed I'm like really pink, like I've been out in the sun or something. I don't know why. I was definitely doing a
Just
lot of.
all a flutter.
I was all aflutter. Pedro put me in all aflutter tonight. I was moving
When does he
Chromebooks
not?
today. Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I was doing some actual manual labor today, and I said, guys,
Oh,
I don't have to like work out now. I'm great.
yeah.
Yeah, helping move 500 Chromebooks.
Oh my
Beep
God.
beep. Boo. Yeah. Uh,
Awesome.
hashtag she works in IT. Um, so tonight we're here to talk about the sixth episode, right?
Yes.
Sixth episode of The Last of Us. And of course I had it pulled up, and I don't.
Yeah.
Do you have it pulled up?
Yes.
Okay,
Kin is what it's called.
Kin. That's right. What happened? I had it up here. Um, and this one, we jump 3 months into the future, into the
Hmm.
future. Um, and we are like good in the heart of at this point, Wyoming, right?
Yes.
And we get to so first we get the cutest couple on the
Right?
planet.
Didn't you love them? They were
Jesus
great.
Christ, I fucking love them, and I want to see
They
because
were awesome.
I've seen him on a number of different things.
You've seen, yeah, I have his IMDb pulled up because of that. I mean, he's been working since like
Yeah.
the 70s.
Um,
He's probably most known for like Dances with Wolves.
yes, Graham Greene. That's right, Graham Greene. Yes.
Yeah,
You see him and you're normally like, yes, exactly.
he's that guy
He
that
is
you've
that
seen in
guy.
everything.
He
That
is.
usually
Oh,
plays a Native American in almost everything.
do you know who I think he is? I think I'm almost positive. Hold on. I might lose my mind in T minus
Oh,
a couple
he's
seconds.
also in The Green Mile.
Yes.
He's one of the death row inmates. I think he's
Um,
the first that gets executed.
come on. I'm looking. I see them. Yes. Did you ever watch Northern Exposure? Ever see like a couple episodes of it? It's kind of cute in that like, guy in the middle of nowhere sort of thing.
Oh,
Oh, no, it is not the person I was thinking of, but that's okay. This guy is an amazing Native American actor.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, you've
He's been in
seen
a
him in,
ton of shit. Ton of
yeah,
shit.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. I mean, like
Hmm.
a lot of times he's in movies where he plays a Native American that's usually like in the military for some strange reason. I don't know why, but like, I mean, well, not that's not some strange reason, but like he might have, I believe he was in the military. So that could possibly be why.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm looking through. Yeah, he's fantastic, and he has this little tiny role, but it's hysterical.
Oh my gosh, the both of them, the couple, they're
Yes,
just so funny.
Florence. Yeah, Elaine Miles. And she's this cute little lady, like little old lady. She's great.
Yeah.
She was in
So
Northern
he
Exposure too. That's right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Northern Exposure. It's a super cute show. But it's so yeah, so they come across Ellie and Joel come across Florence and Marlon in the middle of nowhere. I would assume on the outskirts of Wyoming, because they go up to the
Yeah.
dam. What's the big dam that's in? What was the dam that they come across? I don't know. I don't know anything about geography, so I don't know. They come across the dam at some point, but this after they meet with Florence and Marlon, and they're kind of like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Marlon comes home from a hunt and
yeah,
he walks in to, his wife sitting in the chair and her looking over,
yeah,
and Joel's there with a gun, like, all right, put your weapons down. And he's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
And he's very nonchalant and not threatened by Joel.
Right, right, yeah, and
He's
actually
very like,
neither
what?
of them are. They're like,
No.
did you feed them
He even
soup? Yeah,
yeah, he's like, did you feed them soup? And she's like, it's cold out.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
She's so awesome.
I-
Because Joel has Ellie with
yeah.
him. So Ellie comes down and she starts with the mouth,
Oh,
going,
she's got
fuck.
a mouth on her this whole episode. I'm
He
like, calm
says
down, girl.
something, something, fuck. And I love, he goes, holy.
She's got the mouth on her. Well, and she even says, so Bella Ramsey even said, she goes, Ellie makes Ellie makes it so hard to love her. She makes it really hard to love her.
I think she does that on purpose.
Oh, she totally does. As she
Yeah.
says, she will
She's
find out in
rough
a
around
little
the
bit.
edges. Yeah.
Yep. And so what they're trying to say is they're telling Joel is like anybody west of the river, the river of the dead, is gone.
Yeah.
Pretty much gone. Like you're not gonna make it. If you get to the
If
west of
you're
the river, you're
yeah,
not gonna make it.
you're looking for your brother, he's gone.
Exactly.
If he's west of the river, he's gone.
Yep. So they're like, well, we have no choice. So they get an idea of where they're at from Marlon, and they head out.
Yeah.
We start to see Joel starts having these chest pains.
Mm-hmm.
And my next note is Joel is such a fucking dad in this episode. Like,
yeah, he is.
Such
he
a
is.
dad.
He is.
Like peak dad. But we learn at the end, like I after watching the behind the scenes on this one, I have a feeling, I don't think this is physically him like suffer. I think he's having anxiety attacks. I think that's what these are.
That's what they are. They're anxiety attacks. They're not like
a heart
they're
attack.
not heart attacks or anything
No.
like that. No, because the closer they're getting and the more, they go into dangerous territory, the more afraid he's becoming. And there's
because
and that starts to kind of snowball in this episode.
Yeah, and I think this is
the first of many anxiety attacks.
Yeah, Mason says past experiences, being scared, caring for someone gives him this like fear. And to me, fear equals anxiety.
Yeah.
So which manifests itself. And sometimes people think they're having a heart attack.
Yeah.
So they're traveling and they're kind of talking, like Ellie just continues to talk, which I don't blame her. It's fucking, you're walking for miles, like
right,
miles
forever, for days.
For days. And so they're kind of like, so, they put my blood into a machine and it cures everybody. What do you want to do? And he's like, I want to be a sheep farmer. And she's like,
yeah,
okay.
Right. Whatever, dude.
Cool. I mean, you do you. And he asks her what she wants to do, and she wants to be an astronaut. And she wants to go up. And then, and she says, I read about Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, but you know who's the one I love? And he's like, Sally Ride. She's like, Sally fucking Ride.
Right.
Like, yes. Right.
That was everybody's every girl's favorite. Yes.
Exactly.
Sally Ride's fucking awesome.
And even he knew, like, he's like, come on, girl. Like, so all of a sudden, as they're getting closer to where we're kind of thinking that possibly Tommy might be, or getting closer, like deeper into Wyoming, they come up, like a band of a bunch of cowboys come across them, and they come up on them, and they've got an infected sniffing dog.
Yeah. How about that?
Sure. Like, how does that work? Sure, it does. Sure. And it clears Joel, and then Ellie looks like she's gonna about die, and he's just you can tell that he feels helpless.
Yes. Like there's nothing he can do.
Yes.
They're surrounded by people on horses with guns, and she's like, "Don't let this dog sniff me." But
Right.
like,
Because they don't know what's going to happen. Like, he can't just
right, they
blurt out,
don't.
she's immune.
Right. Yeah, okay, because
Yeah.
that's exactly what they're gonna say.
Right.
Yeah, all
And it's
right.
going to be a bullet. You're done. But the dog just fucking loves her. It just starts
I
going
love
like,
that.
I do too. I was like, oh, thank God. Um, so then we
She
realize, go
so
ahead.
the one chick on the horse asks his name because
Who's that one
she
chick?
approaches she approaches and he says his name is Joel.
And
And
he's looking
so
for
they
his
decide to
brother.
take them back.
Well, he says he's looking for his brother.
Oh, then okay.
Yeah.
But he says his name is Joel. So they
Yeah.
decide to take him back,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Who
not
is the lady
typical.
on the horse?
Well, I'll tell you, the actress is Rutina Wesley,
Mm-hmm.
who was also in True Blood that
Yes, she was.
you made me watch.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Ah,
She played Tara in True Blood,
she did, and she's
famously.
just as beautiful in this as she was in True
Oh
Blood.
yeah, yeah.
She's
I
an
loved that she was
absolutely
in this.
gorgeous actress.
Yeah.
Um, um, and then my next note is just Tommy! Exclamation point. This reunion just warmed the cockles of my heart. He screams,
Oh,
he realizes it's Tommy, and he just jumps off his horse and he just starts crying. And it is like, it is the best reunion. But at the same time, you look at, they switch to Ellie, and she just looks forgotten. She has this forgotten look on
yeah,
her face, like
yeah.
left out, sort of.
Or like, here's the start of me being forgotten or something. Now he has someone else. Now he
Yeah,
doesn't need
I'm going
me.
to be left. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's happened all her life. She
It
doesn't.
does. Um,
So,
and then they learn that, they give them food and everything, and they're like, so, River of Dead, what's up with that? And they pretty much said, well, anybody who, like, the raiders or whoever tries to, like, do us
yeah.
wrong, is we shoot them,
Yeah.
and then we leave the dead, so that way others will,
As
it'll
a
be
warning,
exactly.
they're extremely strict about and very tight-lipped about the town. They have a wide they patrol a wide perimeter around the town so that nobody sees what they have and
Because
tries to
holy
take
shit,
it.
what they have.
Holy shit. So they so they're mowing down on some fucking breakfast. Like, and
Yeah, it looked good. I
we
was like
learn
actually getting hungry.
yeah, me too. It's like, breakfast, some breakfast taters. We learned that the woman that brought Joel in, Maria, is married to Tommy.
Congrats.
Congrats. Say congrats,
Congrats, Joel.
Joel.
Congrats.
Woo. And then they take them on a tour of the town.
And
In the
holy shit.
town, it's like a movie style saloon, like old
Yeah.
Wild West looking thing, where there's
Yes.
just this strip and buildings on the side, but it's a whole huge commune. And I thought that
Yes.
was
Did you get the line? I wrote it
yes.
down.
No, go
So,
ahead.
so it's communism. Nah, no.
No, we're not
Actually,
communists.
actually it is. It's a
It's just like
commune. So
it's
it's
a commune,
communism.
so we're communists.
I
I
don't think
love that.
I don't think a lot of people realize that you hear socialism and communism, and I'm gonna be like, do you understand that there's certain social programs that are communism, are
Yeah.
socialism?
Yeah.
Your police, your firefighters.
How about that?
Yeah, guys. Shocker. Yeah.
It's crazy. We just
Yeah.
like to pick. We like to pick
Pick
and
it. Yep.
choose from
Yeah.
all kinds of different governmental
What makes it work for my
entities.
agenda?
Right.
Yeah, I had a fight with somebody about that. I'm like, you
Nice.
don't think the police department is a social program? Because it is.
Right.
We pay for it. So
Yeah.
anywho, so so now we get this like heart to heart with Tommy and Joel.
Yeah.
And like we know that Joel has done bad things.
It's starting to get, as they're kind of touring around, it's starting to get tense between Joel and Tommy.
Yeah.
And Maria starts to kind of sense that. And so she takes Ellie to a house that they'll stay at for the
Right.
night or however long,
Yeah.
just to
Because
give
he's
them
pretty
some
much like,
space.
we'll get our supplies and leave in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And or
oh, it's
we've been
Christmas.
doing just fine.
Yeah, they got a Christmas tree up and everything.
Yeah. And Joel and Tommy are at the bar, the local saloon, because they
Tipsy,
have
it's
one.
Tipsy something. It was called the
Bison.
Tipsy Bison. Yeah, I was like, Jesus, this town. Yeah.
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 And he and Joel have it out. They get into it
Yeah.
because that that tension is so hot because Tommy has been radio silent this whole time and Joel's fucking pissed. Like he was relieved and happy to see his brother at first, and now that he's kind of had some time, he's fucking pissed.
Well, and and Tommy asks about
Tess.
Tess, and he's like, she's fine. And you're like, oh, okay, well, and then I
Right.
thought at this point, okay,
Right.
he's gonna tell Tommy why he's taking Ellie where he's taking. No, he's playing all of his cards close to the vest, but he does kind of apologize, not apologize, but kind of like try to assuage Tommy's guilt a little bit by being like, the things that we did to survive.
Yeah.
And Tommy says, those things, we murdered people.
Yeah.
And
Things.
yeah, not things, they're people. And we know now it will and it is like kind of emphasized again very shortly with a conversation between Ellie and Maria, but there's a turning point where Joel has stopped quote unquote murdering people and he does still kill people, but he's killing innocent people. Or no, not he's killing those who deserve to be killed, or those who are like not innocent people, I should say. Like before
Yeah.
there was a gray line, or there's now it's a little bit more black and white of who deserves and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it better, it doesn't make it good, it
No.
doesn't make it right,
And
but
it
at
doesn't
least
justify the past, but
it doesn't, but at least somebody can sleep at night a little bit maybe better.
yeah. Yeah.
And you can at least build some trust with someone you need to build trust with, which these two, like Ellie and Joel, need to build trust.
Yeah.
um and then we find out that Maria's pregnant.
Boo.
I just wrote that
Because
seems like a
Joel's
wise.
thinking he wants Tommy to go with him to
Yeah.
take Ellie to University of Colorado where the Fireflies are, because that's their next stop, and wants Tommy to go with him. And Tommy's like, I can't, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a father.
Which I was
And
like,
what
that
does he
seems like a bad
say?
decision.
Yes.
And I also thought, like, where are they going to get condoms? Like, I don't know. Like, who's making condoms? Is there
They
a
have diva cups.
That's true. Those can be washed though. I guess you can wash. You can't.
That's reusable, right? That's a little different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if back in the 20s, I mean, you go back to 1900s, then that's what they have to do. You get some sheep's bladders and you make
There you go. Sheep intestines. Use all the sheep.
Yep. Hey man, before the quote unquote French letters, they used to just wash them. They used to wash the condoms. They were reusable.
Boy. Awesome.
I don't say one way or another, but if you want to have sex and you don't want to bring a baby into this world, because I don't think it's the best idea.
Just
Um,
maybe, yeah,
you gotta get it wet. You gotta get it wet, man.
man.
But
So
yeah, go ahead.
Joel and Tommy have a little blow up,
Mhm.
and Joel's like, "We'll be gone by morning."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all pissy. And then we cut to Ellie and Maria. Ellie sees on the mantle of Maria and Tommy's place that there are two names written in chalkboard. Kevin with like
Birth and death date.
birth and death date, and Sarah.
It's like a little memorial sort of thing.
Yeah.
Also, the house is cute as fuck. Like everything around this place is
Right?
cute as fuck. I'm
All
like,
these houses are like nice. They're
well,
really nice.
yeah. And did you okay, I don't so yeah, so then Maria comes in, she's like, I don't know. Guess she got rid of all of Ellie's clothes and put them in
Right,
the
and
like.
Ellie's like, "Where's all my clothes?" She's like, "Oh, they're with the rags." She's like,
Okay, well,
"Thanks.
yeah, thanks. Those were my clothes.
Didn't ask." Right. Okay.
Yeah, and so she's like, well, here's
This is
this
your
very
clothes and
eggplant colored jacket for you. Um, but so she's essentially, when was the last time you got your hair cut? She's like, all the finest salons.
I
And
I love Ellie's sass. Oh, she has
oh,
such a
she's
sass
a
mouth.
sassafras in this one.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, yeah.
so she sits down to let Maria cut her hair. We learned that Maria was a district attorney, and
Right.
and then Maria lets it slip of who Sarah was.
And for
And
the first time, Ellie finds out that Joel had a daughter.
yeah. And my next note is these people are shady as fuck. I don't know. I just got this weird shady feeling.
Yeah,
And the soundtrack doesn't help. It sounds like
true.
very ominous.
It's it,
Um
it's like too good to be true, this
right.
place.
Right. Which I was gonna ask you, and I can ask now. Do they go back to this place in the second season or second in the game, the next game?
Yep.
So are they bad?
No,
Okay, so they are good people.
they
I
are
was
good people. They're legit, but they do horrible things to other people to keep them out.
got it.
They
Well,
protect their land, and they don't
well,
let anybody, they don't let just anybody in.
and Tommy says at one point there is a place for you here. Like
Yeah.
they will,
Yeah, and they do.
yeah,
They yeah.
yeah. So it's movie night. It's movie night in the commune.
Movie night.
They're watching the Goodbye Girl, which I was like, oh, I love that fucking movie.
Never
Um,
seen it.
oh, it's good, and they made a remake with Jeff Daniels, and I can't think who played the I think it's Shirley MacLaine role. I was just like, oh, of course, the Goodbye Girl. That would make sense. Especially with the end of this episode. Um, and so Joel tells Joel breaks down because he's getting really worried that he's not gonna
Yeah,
be able to take.
he's trying to his shoes are beat the fuck up, and he's trying to like,
He's taping them. Yes.
yeah, he's doing something, and Tommy rolls in later with a pair of fresh boots, which is,
Yeah.
thank you, Tommy. But then he and Joel have an opportunity to sit down and have a heart to heart, and Joel is like broken at this point. And he's breaking down and is like, I am having panic attacks. I'm terrified all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just any person that I have with me. Tess died. And
He's like he's
first
laid it all out.
he starts with she's immune. And Tommy like
Yeah.
takes a
Yeah.
minute, sits down, and goes, all right, from the beginning, let's go. And so Joel tells him everything, how Tess died, how her dying wish was to get Ellie to back to Marlene, to the Fireflies, because Ellie's immune,
Yeah.
to
Because
somehow
his
create
first,
a
like Tommy's
vaccine or
first
something.
look was like disbelief. He's like, I saw her get bit 3 months ago.
Yeah, months.
Months ago.
And
And then
she's just fine.
he does say that like he saw um you know Sam Henry kill Sam, right? That's the way it is. I couldn't remember which one's which.
Yes.
A brother kills his brother to save Ellie. And he's like, and I just stood there,
Yeah.
froze up. And you know why he's freezing up is because he cares for her. And
Yeah.
he's so fucking scared.
Yeah.
Um, and he's like, I cannot physically do this.
Yeah.
And will you take her to, because he says he thinks that the Tommy thinks the Fireflies are at the University of Colorado at their like medical center there or their medical department there. And he's like, can you take her? And he's like, well, it'll be a week long on horseback to
Yeah.
get to Colorado. And he's like, please, will you take her?
Yeah.
And
I
Tommy,
can't anymore. I'm broken. I'm weak. I'm old.
Mhm.
I'm having dreams. I keep failing over and over again. I keep failing her
Yeah.
over and over again. Oh, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
And
And,
he's afraid that he won't be able to protect her.
right. Right. And Tommy realizes he's got to do it. Like he's
Yeah.
got to do it. So he's like, we leave at dawn. I will take her at dawn. And
We leave at dawn.
we leave at dawn. And so Joel goes to talk to Ellie.
Oh,
But my next notice, nice iMac on the desk. Did you notice that? Like, do you remember those Macs? They were like one piece. They were all one piece Mac.
yeah.
And
I did not. That's the second time I've seen this episode and I didn't notice.
oh, it's
Damn.
and it's like because remember, like they had like there were green ones and there were blue ones.
Green, blue, orange, pink.
Yes,
Yeah.
all one piece. Yep. And I was like, oh, because all I can
Yeah, because my
remember was
ex-boyfriend had a blue one. That
all I
was
can
just the
remember.
monitor. It was this huge thing.
Yes, is they were so fucking hard to fix because it was hard to get
Yeah.
into them and fix them. That's
Yeah.
all I can remember. But
Man.
oh, it's
That took me
ultimatum
back.
time. It's ultimatum time.
Oh, this fight, this scene. Oh,
I just wrote, good for you, Ellie. Make him admit it. Make him admit he cares about you.
Yeah. They have a confrontation, and I love how it opens when she's just sitting there reading a diary. She's like, this is all that girls had to worry about, boys and what skirt matches with what shirt.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah. Holler, girl, holler. Yeah.
And she overheard at least a portion of Joel and Tommy's conversation because she was looking for Joel.
Yeah.
And overheard them talking at least partly. And got the gist that Joel is staying and Tommy's taking her, not Joel.
Yeah.
And she fucking lays into him and she's like, and she right away pulls the card. I'm not her.
Yes, I'm not Sarah.
And he's like
slapped almost like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't go there. Yeah. Don't.
Which I was like, Ellie,
that's
go
all
there.
He says
Ellie,
don't.
Fucking go there. Go there.
Oh.
If you're putting your life in this man's hands, fucking go there.
Seriously. And he says, you don't know what loss is.
Oh, but then she says.
Go.
Everyone I have ever cared for has either died or left me except for you. So don't tell me that I'd be safer with somebody else because the truth is I would never be more scared. And in the behind the scenes, what's his name? Not Mason. Is it Mason? It's Mason, right?
Mason. Craig Mason and Neil Druckmann.
Yeah. Mason says, Ellie admits she's afraid and that she's afraid and that he makes her less afraid. And what Joel doesn't know what to tell her is she makes him more afraid. That when you care about something or someone, that's when the fear happens. And so what does he say to her in response?
What does he say? I don't remember
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad.
Ain't your dad. Yeah.
Now come dawn, we're going our separate ways. And this is where I screamed, you bitch! And then started crying. And then dawn comes. And Ellie's sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
And the door opens.
Comes to get her.
And there's Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy goes to get her. They go down to the stables. The second she turns the corner, there's Joel at the horse.
Yep, getting ready.
Battling up.
And he says, he goes, I thought I should give her a choice. And she goes, let's go. He doesn't even finish his sentence and she just throws her bag at him.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. I so loved that. I loved that.
That whole scene though, beautifully acted.
Almost
I sobbed. I was fucking sobbing. Like just beautiful.
That scene was almost line for line from the game.
That's what Mason said. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost line for line.
Yeah.
It was.
Then they're on the road again.
On the road again.
And he decides that he's finally going to teach her how to shoot.
It's about fucking time. Show her to learn that fucking scope.
Well, he's like telling
Show
all
her
the
to
people
learn. What did I
during the
say?
no, you said I don't know. I don't
I don't know.
he's
Whatever.
like he's you know, telling her like finessing it, like finessing the gun, like you gotta breathe in, hold, and she's like, you gonna shoot this thing or get it pregnant? I and his face, he wants to laugh so
He goes.
bad. Laughed so fucking
It
bad.
was so nice.
And then we have one of my favorite parts since the beginning of this fucking series is the two of them on the horse and the conversations they have while on the horse and
Oh
her
yeah,
hugging him from the back and then her like pretty much like almost falling asleep but like snuggling on him on the back. It was just such a mom or such a dad and daughter
and
moment.
and the look on his face
Was
was
almost
like,
bliss, almost a little bit
yeah.
like and
They're talking about anything. They're talking about fucking football. He's
they're talking about
explaining
football,
football
yep.
to her, and like it's so cute.
And he decides that he doesn't want to be a sheep farmer. He wants to be a singer.
Yeah.
And she's like, you should, you need to, sing to me because I'm going to save the world. I think I deserve a song. And at one point, I don't remember what she just goes, the contractor. Because,
The,
because he talks about how like he used to build houses. And she's like,
yeah.
oh, that sounds pretty cool. He's like, yeah, we were called contractors. He's like, well, was that cool? Then people think, oh yeah, people thought it was cool. She's like, the contractors. It was a very cute uh like little like conversation that the two of them have. It's very
Yeah.
sweet. I think he's kind of given over to being like, I love this kid. I love this
Yeah.
kid. I don't I can't get over, I'm not gonna and they make it to Colorado. They
Mm-hmm.
make it in
They make
less
it
time, actually.
5 days.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
make
they
it
get to the
to UC the medical building.
yeah, and there's little monkeys all over the place because the
Yeah.
monkeys from the lab have gotten out. You think that they would
She's
have
seen
gone
a giraffe. She's seen monkeys. She's seen
yeah.
all kinds of animals.
Um you think by this point, like those monkeys have been like in the woods gone.
Or can survive in the winter cold.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, usually at the zoo they put them away in the wintertime.
Yeah.
You don't usually let them hang out in Monkey Island. Well, there's no more Monkey Island at the Cleveland Zoo, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh so they're at UC and it's a little quiet. It's
mhm.
a little too quiet.
Yeah, because they get up to like where like quote unquote the guard station would be for the
Yeah.
Firefly campus because they figured it's at the medical building,
Right.
and they're like, this isn't good, and
No,
it's
not
been
cool.
deserted. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they
But
do find. Oh, go ahead.
no, that's just what I was going to say, that they find a map and they find where they packed up and went to.
Which is
That's Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City. Um, and then they hear something in a room. They they think it's like maybe clickers, so they open the door and it's all these little fucking monkeys. They're like, which I was like, you just now you decide to destroy this? How? I mean, but who knows how long they've been?
Right.
Who knows? But then they hear more stuff outside. They hear more noise from outside, and they go look out the window, and there's raiders.
So they sneak out the back,
Mm-hmm.
run to the horse, but not before they're accosted by one of the raiders
Right, with a bat,
with a fucking bat.
which he smashes.
That break
Yeah,
right, it breaks on the tree, and he and Joel kind of tangle and get into it, and Joel fucking snaps his neck.
yeah, like a turkey. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That is adrenaline.
That is, but not before.
He turns around and Ellie sees part of the broken bat embedded in Joel's stomach.
Yep.
Oh my God. What was your reaction?
I mean,
Were you surprised?
Well, yes, but unfortunately, I had scanned ahead, not scanned ahead, but I had gone ahead to see where was like the ending of the episode was just time wise, so I knew I could get back here. So I knew my last shot of it was him on the ground, so I knew
damn it!
I know I knew something happened. But when he turns around, he's as white as like a sheet. So I knew something. Either he was going to pass out, or he had been hurt. And then when we look down, we see that he's been stabbed. but she gets him enough onto the horse because the other raiders are coming.
They're starting to come. So they get on the horse, they dash away, and she's shooting at them. And they get away.
Just like a fucking old Western. Like seriously, just like an old Western. Oh, this is the other part where I fucking cried. So they're walking, they're going along the train track. They've gotten far enough ahead, they don't believe that they're chasing them anymore. And he just falls off the horse.
Yeah, he's starting to bleed out.
Yes. And she's over them. And this is what made me cry, is because she's pleading with him, don't leave me. But there's a shot of these her hands are so tiny and they're up by his face. And that's what I lost it on, because it's like these little tiny hands on his face, and like her pleading with him not to don't let me do this, but I can't fucking do this by myself. And then the rendition of Never Let Me Down Again. Gone. I was like fucking gone. Yeah, this episode, that's fade to black. We're done.
Yep. Ends on a cliffhanger. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. But some of the little notes from behind the scenes, I love some of the thing, like they said, like what Joel cannot possibly fathom is going through this experience of losing his child again. I mean, that's what is happening.
He can't.
And he can't process this is like Ellie is becoming more to him than he expected. He ever wanted.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Was that woman who plays Rutina? Was that her name?
Mm-hmm.
She says anyone who's grieving, anyone who is grieving, anyone who's lost a child, everybody goes through that path differently. With Maria, she poured herself into the people because that's what she had. And I think Joel just imploded.
Yeah. He just went into himself and didn't
and that's back. Right. And he protected the two people that he could. Well, one person, and then ended up being one at a time. I mean, well, two. But this was an emotional fucking episode.
Yep. There's 3 more.
Yeah, I'm not super excited about the next one, but that's okay. I got to get through it, right? The only way through.
Why not? Because it's lowest rated?
Well, it's lowest rated. And I was like, I don't really care. Let's just move forward. I want to know what's happening.
Oh, it's a flashback?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly.
Because I saw the, like next on, okay, you can't help that. That's kind of just comes up right
yeah.
away. Yeah. So. Yeah, I see that our little Ellie's got a girlfriend. I was like so excited. I was like, she's a little cutie. Good for you, Ellie. Good for you. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's do some ratings on this.
Cool. Blood and gore?
One. I mean, I have 0, 1.
Yeah, but there weren't any clickers or any infected anywhere in this episode. No,
the only thing
that wasn't the point of this episode.
No,
this was more of a drama.
Yeah, building a relationship.
Yeah. Spooky, scary. None. Hilarious. Sex and nudity. Well, Maria's pregnant.
Sex and
and Diva Cup. I remember watching that episode with my boyfriend, and he was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I have one. Let me show you." No, I'm kidding. But I said I do have one, so it's like it'll save your life. So,
ladies, all the ladies,
all the Mency ladies. I don't know. Fun and entertainment.
This is a hard one. It's like
hard.
How do you say
it was really good?
It was very good. I'm gonna go 3, probably also 3.5. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Yeah.
What rating? What grade would you give this episode?
B+. Not much happens in the way of
plot, but if I'm comparing it to my other favorite episode, I'm gonna say an A-. Fair
enough.
Yeah, because I think I gave the Nick Offerman episode like an A+.
Yeah.
And
This episode was kind of a breather. It was a okay.
yeah,
They
yeah,
finally get a break for
yeah,
like a minute
yeah,
and
yeah,
kind of like reassess and kind of, plan their game going forward.
yeah.
Plus Joel gets a relief for seeing Tommy and knowing that he's okay.
Yeah. Was it Gail? What's his name?
Tommy?
Gabriel Luna.
Gabriel Luna.
Gabriel Luna. Um. All right. Well, I enjoyed this. This was very good. So I'm excited to get to the one after this. This next one. We
Yay.
just released an episode yesterday.
Yes, we did. We just finished Evil Dead month. Woo!
I can easily say if you have not seen Evil Dead Rise, go see it.
Definitely go see it.
Yeah.
Definitely
go see it and then listen to our episode because we gush about it. We gush blood about it. What we probably would not recommend is Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
You're okay.
No, if you have it on the background, I think it'd be fine. If you have nothing else to watch, but if you have stars
in the world, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if you've got stars and unlimited time, you just want to put something in the background, could do worse.
Fine.
Yeah,
it's
you
fine.
You can watch Alex Jones. Like that would
it's
be
not
like
essential.
No. No, not to the lore or to any of that. Like Joel Rain. Ash's journey is done after Army of Darkness in my mind.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. Well, upcoming is Mall Madness May.
Yay! Mall Madness May. June Pride. All American B horror movie month. And folklore month?
Possibly.
We're talking about it.
I'm like jonesing because some of the Joe Bobs have left because they don't have the rights to them anymore. So I'm really nervous about pushing it forward so that way we can watch them while they're free and they're available. Because that was the problem that we had before is we were going to do folk horror month and we were going to do our like Blood of Satan's Claw and the Witchfinder General. You couldn't find them. They could not stream them anywhere. Like they were unavailable. So this is the one time we can watch them. They're free for us who have Shudder, which if you don't have fucking Shudder, get fucking Shudder. It's like $5 a month. Come on, guys.
$5 a month.
Right.
For all the horror you want.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say if you're a horror person, I would say Tubi and Shudder and you're good. Don't waste your time on Screambox. Don't waste your time. I don't see that app making it another year.
Wow.
There's nothing on it. There's nothing on it. And you can't get the app on like your television. Like you can't get it through like if you have cable.
Oh, that's annoying.
No, you can't get it through like if you have cable. I haven't tried on the stick. I doubt it. Oh no, it does come up on the stick. If you have Amazon Stick, I guess it works. Anyhow, you can find us a whole bunch of different places.
You can email us, Insta DM us, however you say that. Tweet us. You can
follow our Letterboxd.
Yes.
You can do a whole bunch of stuff. Yes. And then I'm going to, after we end this, I'm going to go and record a review of 65.
Yay!
Adam Driver shoots dinosaurs.
Adam Driver. Tall mountain bison.
Step on my larynx. Mountain of a man. All right, so I guess we say keep it spooky, y'alls.
Ooh.